Hi, I'm Lauren Burwell. I'm 20 years old from North Hollywood, California. I'm an early education major, and today I will be speaking to you about why teaching children meditation at a young age may be helpful. Because I study children and spend so much time with them, I am often able to pick up on small things that may go unnoticed to parents. Small things such as early signs of anxiety disorder, for example. Now, I want you to imagine walking around every day with an 80-pound weight on your chest, making it hard to breathe and some days making it feel like you can't function at all. Now, imagine feeling like this as an 8-year-old child. Not fun, right? Because anxiety is something that I get and so many of my friends get as well, I'm often able to identify the warning signs right away. Fidgeting, extreme fear of going outside or being away from their parents, stomach aches, headaches. I could honestly drag this list on forever. These signs may seem obvious to me because I struggle with anxiety, but to someone who doesn't have anxiety at all, it may just seem like everyday children idiosyncrasies. This exact mindset, though, is what actually allows childhood anxiety to grow and fester into a bigger problem, which is adult depression. And that's something that you don't want. Anxiety in children, though, is often overlooked by parents. Most people figure because children don't have any adult problems that they don't need to deal with anything and they go through life completely worry-free. This unfortunately isn't the case with growing homework sizes and the pressure to fit in every day. In fact, according to CDC, 7.1% of children between the ages of 3 and 17 have been diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Now, to put that into a more realistic light, that's about 4 million children, and those are only the children who have received help. Many children go years without even knowing what the feeling of anxiety is, and they just go ahead and push that down and create a deep hole that eventually will feel too deep for them to even crawl out of. Anxiety disorder is, though, one of the most common illnesses in the US, according to ADAA. So it's really strange to think that so many children spend most of their lives going undiagnosed. This isn't a problem that only occurs in the US, though, so that's reassuring. It's something that's actually happening all over the world. In the UK, most schools report that over 66% of their students suffer with anxiety disorder, according to welldoing.org. For those who do receive help, which isn't many, they usually are prescribed a medication or a therapist. But what if I could offer a more natural way for children to soothe their anxiety? Something they can do on their own at any time of the day. Something that I myself used to calm my anxiety on the worst days. This something is meditation. Meditation is actually an ancient practice that dates all the way back to before 1500 BCE, and it actually became a big part of Hindu culture before it spread westward towards the US. It was originally a practice that was meant to channel positive energies and allow a deeper understanding to life. However, as it began to become more popularized, it is now commonly used as a stress reliever and an anxiety reliever tactic. Of course, there are several ways to practice meditation, such as yoga and breathing exercises as seen on healthykids.org, but the most common way is to just shut your eyes for a certain amount of time and allow yourself to breathe and settle on the thought that you are grounded, present, and at peace with yourself. This can be especially helpful when you have a racing mind. In fact, meditation may even allow a person to gain new perspective not once thought of, according to Mayo Clinic, or allow an increase of focus levels, as also seen on Healthy Kids. Now imagine how that may feel to a child, to have the ability to calm themselves without any medication or anyone around them. Meditation would allow for a child to close their eyes and recenter themselves in their own minds, taking them away from the anxiety that may have previously been weighing on their chest, also giving them a self-sense control that they may have never experienced before. For this very reason, I believe it's very important to teach children meditation at a young age. The benefits to children and meditation are literally endless, starting with a new self-control that they've gained and leading all the way down to learning how to handle their anxiety. According to Thrive Global, by teaching children meditation at a young age, we're actually providing them with a blanket of support that helps students maintain a balance of peace. This blanket of sorts is not a literal one, but one that will actually follow them throughout their whole lives. For example, if I were to see a student having a panic attack in the classroom, I would go over to them and practice a breathing meditation, allowing for myself to lead the first half, and then, once they are more calm, I would allow them to take over counting their breath. Once they've become a little more calm, I'd like to offer them a silent meditation where they close their eyes and further center themselves. Chances are, after a few times of practicing this with a student, they're going to learn that this is something that they can do when they're away from you and in a state of anxiety. And just like that, you've created a calmer classroom environment, and you've also installed a tool in your student that they will be able to take with them throughout their whole entire lives to solve their anxiety problems. By allowing for just a few minutes of guided meditation during the day, you're teaching a child so many skills that they may not have had that will allow them to grow and push through any struggle they may face. Honestly, I wish I had learned about meditation as a kid, and I know it would have prevented so many panic attacks for me. I feel like it's important to teach meditation to kids at a young age because this will allow them and prevent them from so many experiences that I've had. I really hope that my speech helped you and begun to allow you to experience the different world that is meditation. Thank you so much for taking this speech class with me, and I really hope everyone has a really good time at the rest of their time at PCC. Thank you so much.